Jain students, today we are going to discuss the new chapter, that is measures of center tendency. This is part 1 video. It's about how to calculate arithmetic mean. Measures of center tendency, or it is known as averages. So the term center tendency dates from the late 1920s, and a measure of center tendency is a summary statistics that represents the center point or typical value of data set, and it may also be called a center or location of distribution. Measures of center tendency are often called averages. So we are using this measures of center tendency to find the middle value or the typical value of a figure. For finding that, we are using the measures of center tendency. So it has some requisites of a good average. So there are certain requisites, that is, we are telling that it is good average. We will understand that it is good average? So it should be easy to understand. So first condition is it should be easy to understand, and the next is it should be simple to compute, and it should be simple to calculate, that is compute. So next, the third is it should be based on all items. So all relevant points has to be noted from the given data. That is, the if it's about an age of a age of a age of students in a class. So if the class is having maximum number, that is 13 for class 9, 13 age, or 14 age for class 9. So we have to consider that all items that we are getting, that is age, we are getting having almost equal values. So that is known as what it should be based on all items. So some next is it should not be unduly affected by extreme items. So certain items that cannot be calculated, like that items will be there. So that should be avoided. So next is it should be rigidly defined. That is, the data that are got by calculation, it should be very rigidly, means very correctly and very pactly defined. So next is it should be capable of further algebraic treatment. So the answer that we are getting from the averages, so we are finding it should be very accurate, and it should be capable for further algebraic treatment. Next is it should have a sampling stability. That is, there should be no error. So it should be having correct according to if we have to say 10 data that we are having for the calculation, so the averages that we are getting should have a stability or a correct measure, so that we can do for the further what algebraic treatments. So that is seventh point. So these are the points that if any question is asked, is to be written, that is of what are the requisites of a good average. So it's very important. So next is measures of center tendency have been divided different types: arithmetic mean, median, mode, geometric mean, and harmonic mean. So in this chapter, the other topics you have to deal with in higher classes. So only three methods are to be studied, measures are to be studied in this chapter, that is arithmetic mean, median, and mode. So we will look into the value. This part you will be just seeing the arithmetic mean part. The next other videos we will be sharing the median and mode part. Arithmetic mean. It is a method of representing the whole data by one figure. So it may be simple arithmetic mean or weighted arithmetic mean. So simple arithmetic mean is the mean of items which are given equal importance. So simple arithmetic mean is to be studied by you, and other things you will be studying later. So simple arithmetic mean is the mean of items which are given equal importance. So that is simple arithmetic mean. So the next is the definition for weighted arithmetic mean. Weighted arithmetic mean is the mean of items which are given different weights in accordance to the relative importance. So first we are going to discuss simple arithmetic mean. So arithmetic mean in individual series, we know we are dividing the series into three, that is individual series, discrete series and continuous series. So first we are going to look the arithmetic mean in individual series. So what is arithmetic mean in individual series? So it has certain methods. First is direct method. For formula for direct method is x bar equal to sigma x by n, where x is the value of variables. So value of variables means the number of values that are given in the question, that is x. So sigma x is the sum total of all values given. So n is the number of values. So how many values are there? So that is n. X bar is arithmetic mean. So simple arithmetic mean in direct method in individual series that we are going to see next. So it has one question, that is calculate arithmetic mean of the daily incomes offered families rupees 10, 80, 90, 100, 25, 75, 15, 35, 60. Then you are finding the total of the data given. So we will get 500 as the total, and what is it's a sigma x, so it's the total, so it's 500 and n is 10. And what is the formula of mean deviation? Sigma x by n. So sigma x we know that 500, and it's divided by the number of items is 10. So by dividing that we will be getting 50. So that's the answer. So next is simple arithmetic mean by in individual series can be calculated by shortcut method. So what is the formula for that? A plus sigma d by n. So that's the formula for that. So where A is the assumed average. A is the assumed average. So it's also known as assumed mean method. So it's shortcut method or assumed mean method it's known as. So A is the assumed average and D is the difference between given values and assumed average. So A is the difference between the given value and assumed average. So sigma D is the sum total of D, value of D's. So it's a sum total of value of D, and n is the number of value, x bar is the arithmetic mean. So how will you calculate the simple arithmetic mean in shortcut method that you are going to see? First question is given as calculate the arithmetic mean using the following values 45, 48, 52, 55, etc. are the values. And how is this done? That is, its assumed mean has been taken. That is, you have to select a value from the given data that is taken as 55. Any value you can take. So from this it is taken as 55, and you have to subtract, that is x minus a has to be done. That is, x is the each value of this the x items given. So 45 minus 55 we will be getting minus 10, and 48, next is 48 minus 55 minus 7, and 50 minus 55 is 5, and 52 minus 55 is 3, 55 minus 55 is 0, and 58 minus 55 is 3, and 5 is got by 60 minus 55. So it's according to the sign that has been put. You are first adding all minus signs, and then you are adding the plus signs, and you will be subtracting both, and which value has the highest sign that you will be putting in the answer. So here here the answer that has been got is sigma d is equal to 7. So how will you calculate? So number of values is 10. So you know the number of values is 10. So what is the formula? Arithmetic mean x bar equal to a plus sigma d by n. So here a is 55. A is 55 and sigma d we had got as 7. 7 divided by number of values is 10. So first you will be dividing both as per the BODMAS rule. First you will be dividing and then addition, then you will be doing subtraction. So first you have to divide, then 0.7 is the answer. 55 plus 0.7 is 55.7. So it is the answer for the question. So next is simple arithmetic mean by discrete series that you are going to see here. So how will you calculate using discrete series? So that is being shown in this method. So you will be having, as you know, you will be having the same as direct method first, and the data, you know that 2-column data will be there, and the formula is x bar equal to sigma fx by n. So x is the number of variables, you know. F is the frequency of the corresponding value. So the frequency given of the corresponding variable. So that is known as what? F. Then sigma fx is the sum total of the fx. So that is f into x is fx. So 2 columns, you know that x column and f column will be there. You will be multiplying both columns and you will be finding sigma fx. Next is n is the total frequency. So you have to add the frequency and find n. So that is n. So it may also be written as sigma fx by sigma f. So that formula is also right. So you may follow that formula, then this formula, that is sigma fx by sigma f. So x bar is, you know, arithmetic mean notation. So first is a simple arithmetic mean by direct method. So how it is find? In discrete series we can just see 2 values are given, value, that is value 1 column and a frequency. And how will you find this? So this is done here. First, next it has to be written like this, and you have to multiply the f and x column. Then you will be finding the answer as multiplying 5 into 15, 75, 15 into 20, 300, 25 into 25, 625, 35 into 24, 840, and 45 into 12, you will be getting 540. Like that you have to multiply each variables and find the answer. You will be getting sigma fx equal to 12,600. Then you will be finding the total of frequencies. So you will be getting the total of frequencies as n equal to sigma f, that is n is equal to 250. So you have done the calculation. Next you are just substituting the values in the formula and doing the answer. So what is the formula? X bar equal to sigma fx by n. So x bar equal to sigma fx by n is the formula. Then you have to, so you will be getting the answer. You have to write like this, that is sigma fx equal to 12,600 and sigma f for n is equal to 250, and it's equal to sigma fx divided by n equal to 12,600 divided by 250. So what will be the answer? You have to find arithmetic mean by shortcut method in discrete series that we are going to see here. So the formula is x bar equal to a plus sigma fd by n. So a is, as you know, it's assumed average. So one value has been found from the x. So that is known as what? Assumed average. So here 2 series are there, frequency and x column. So you have to keep in mind that always take assumed average from x alone. So D is the difference between given values and the assumed average, and sigma fd is the sum of all the values of sigma fd, and n is the total frequency, and x bar is arithmetic mean. So first we are going to see how we are going to calculate the shortcut method. So calculate the arithmetic mean of the following data. Values are given and frequencies are given. So in this first step you have to find one assumed mean from the value x. So assumed mean here it's selected as 35, and next step you have to find is D column. So D is equal to, what is the column, x minus this 35 you have to find. So you will be getting minus 30 minus 20 minus 10, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. So like that you will be getting. So next is FD column. So if this intervals are same, you can just see that the assumed mean selected here it's 0, and above will be minus 10, 20, minus 20, minus 30, and below the values will be 10, 20, 30, 40. So it will be always same. Then you have to find the next column, that is multiplying minus 30 and 15. So you will be getting 450, 400, 250 like that. And 0 here, then 120, 620, 200, and 2130, 2080. Then next you have to find the total, that is sigma ft is equal to 3850, and here sigma f or n is equal to 250 will be the answer. Next, how will you calculate? Sigma fd is equal to 3850, n is equal to 250, and arithmetic mean is equal to a plus sigma fd by n. So here calculation is done as, a is 35 and plus sigma fd is given here as 3850, and divided by 250, you will be getting the answer as 50.4. So 50.4 is the answer. So if we are using the same values in different methods also, same values in different methods also, we will be getting the same answer. So previous one, in the direct method also, we had got the same answer as 50.4, and now also using this shortcut method or assumed mean method, we are getting the same answer as this 50.4. This arithmetic mean in discrete series using step deviation method. So x bar is equal to a plus sigma ft dash divided by n into c is the formula for that, where a is the value of assumed average. That is, a is, that assumed average. From x you will be selecting a value. D is the difference between the given value and the assumed value. D is the difference that we are getting from the given value and the assumed value, and sigma fd is the sum of all values, that is fd. That is sum of f into d, that is known as what, sigma fd. Next, n is the total frequency. What is n? N is the total frequency. C is the common difference. So what is the difference between the first value and the second value? That is known as what? The C. So that is known as common difference. So if in the discrete series, two columns are there. So x bar is arithmetic mean, So if in the sigma, that is this question, you can see an example. So in step deviation method, how will you find? So in suppose the question is like this. So you can see the two values, first value and second value has the difference of 10. So that is the common difference. So that is the C. So that is C you will be marking, or you can just see the either separate the first or second value, or see the common difference. You can see here also 15 minus 25 it's a 10. Here also 35 minus 45 it's 10. So that is common difference. So how will you find a D dash? D dash is x minus a by the c. So you will be calculating from each values, that is how will you calculate, it's 35 is assumed mean, so it's a 35. So how will you calculate d dash? D dash, as you know, that x minus 35, that is assumed mean is 35. You will be subtracting the each value and you have to divide it by the common difference, that is here we had found it is 10. So from x values we are getting 10 as common difference. And what is the first value? 5 minus 35 is the assumed value. It's the 5 minus 35 is minus 30, minus 30 divided by 10 is minus 3. Here 15 minus 35 is 20, minus 20 divided by 10 is minus 2. Here 25 minus 35 is 10. 10 divided by 10 is minus 1. So 0. Here 0 is the answer. Second is the same procedure. 45 minus 35 divided by 10. It's 1. Next 55 minus 35 divided by 10. It's 2. 65 minus 35 divided by 10. It's 5. Here 75 minus 10 divided by 10 is 4. So this is the formula for that. I had told that is d dash equal to x minus a by 10. So next is next column we need is f into d dash. F into d dash is this column you are multiplying with this column. So you will be getting the answer minus 45, and here minus 40, here minus 25, here 0, here 12, here 31 into 2 it's 62, here 71 into 3 it's 213, and 54 2 into 4 it's 208. Next n is equal to, you will be getting, you have to find sigma f. Sigma f is equal to 250, and the final column, that is sigma f d dash is equal to 385. So how will you substitute in the formula and do? We can just see now. So this is the formula, as you know, a plus sigma f d dash into c divided by n. So first you have to substitute the values given, that is a equal to 35 plus 385 divided by 250 into 10 is the substitution values. And first you have to divide and then subtract. You will be getting the same answer as 50.4, and you will, this is your answer. So as I told you, same data in different methods, same answer will be getting. Some more questions you will be doing in this discrete series. So just the one thing you have to keep in mind, the same formula, that is sigma f is same as that is n, that is sum of frequency and number of items are one and the same thing. So you can do with sigma f also. Please see another set of questions. You can see the question to find a mean. So it's given as 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 as wages, and frequency as 21331. So sigma f, here that notation has been taken. So both formulas are same. So if sigma f or n both are, so here you have to keep in mind. So always you can write the in the formula as sigma f, it is better. That is, if you keep n as the denominator, so you will be thinking that you have to take a number of values. So you will be just counting the number of values, and you will be writing here 5 is the number of values, 1 2 3 4 5. So you will be taking and writing as 5, so it's false. So you have to only take you can write this as a sigma f, so that is better. So here its formula is a plus sigma fd by sigma f. So here take any mid value as assumed mean. First step is that, and we are taking 300 as assumed mean, and find d equal to x minus a. So we will be finding here a is the assumed mean, and we will be getting first answer as 200, that is 300 that is 100 minus 300, that is 200. Next is 200 minus 300 is minus 100. Next 0. Then next 400 minus 300 is 100. Next 200, sorry, 500 minus 300 is 200. So sigma FD is next column to be found up. So FD is equal to, you are just multiplying both columns. 400 you will be getting 2 into 200, 1 into 100 100, 0 you will be getting, then 3 into 100 300, to 1 into 200 you will be getting this as 200, and you will be getting sigma FD, that is 0. How will you get 0? It's, you can see here, minus terms you are adding first. You will be getting minus 500, and plus terms you will be adding, that is next term you will be getting 500. Then you will have to subtract both, then it will be got as what 0. Okay, sigma FD is equal to 0. So what is the answer? A plus sigma FD by sigma F. Sigma F is 10. So 300 assumed means 300 plus 0 divided by 10 is equal to 30 is the answer that you are getting from the question. Next question, using step deviation method. So first step is take any mid value as assumed mean. So its assumed mean has been taken as 300, and find D. D is x minus a. The same procedure we had done till that. Next you have to find D dash. D dash is D by C, or you can directly subtract x minus a, and you can do divided by the common difference. So here the common difference is 100. So D by C. So D is, here we had found earlier, it's minus 200. It's divided by 100 is the next column. D dash is minus 2. Next 100 minus 100 divided by 100, it's minus 1. Next 0 divided by 100 is 0. Next 100 by 100 is 1. Then 200 by 100 is 2. Next you are multiplying this FD dash and F D dash and F column. Next you will be getting the answer 2 into minus 2 as minus 4, 1 into minus 1 as minus 1. Then multiplying these two you will be getting 0. Next 3 into 1 is 3, 1 into 2 is 2. By adding these two you will be getting minus 5, and by adding these two you will be getting 5. Subtracting these two you will be getting 0. So by substituting the answers you will be getting, that is the formula. Always keep in mind that you have to write it like this only, that is x bar is equal to a plus, this division is to be written, division sign has to be written simultaneously same to this plus sign, that is this line has to be same as this line. Next you will be writing the numerator as sigma FD and denominator as sigma F. The multiplication into sign is also to be written in the division, nearer to the division sign, and it's into, not write into here. Okay, you have to write into here, that is nearer to the division sign, so into C. So how will you getting the answer to 300 plus 0 divided by 10 into 10 into 100 is the formula when we are substituting it. So the answer is 300. The series you are going to find is continuous series, and thus you will be finding first direct method. So first is the mid values that you are going to find. So m is equal to, is denoted as mid value. So how will you find mid value? M is equal to L1 plus, that is low first limit plus second limit divided by 2. That is the answer. So L1 plus L2 divided by 2. So you will be getting the mid value, that is 0 plus 100 divided by 2, 50. Then 100 plus 200 divided by 2, it's 150. Then 200 plus 300 divided by 2, it's 250. Then 300 plus 400 divided by 2, it's 350. Then 400 plus 500 divided by 2, it's a 450. So frequency will be given in the question already. So it's a 21331. So the total you have to find as sigma f. Then next step is find as fm. So fm is to be found by multiplying the mid value that you had found and the f column. Then you will be getting 50 into 200. 150 into 1 is 150. Then 250 into 2 is 750. Then 350 into 3 is 1050. Then 450 into 1 is 450. By adding these all, you will be getting sigma fm, that is 2500. So then substitute in the formula. So it's the same. You can just study only single formula of both, that is discrete series and continuous series. You may have the same formulas. So you may write instead of m, you can just write x also. Then you will be getting then you can just write here instead of m, you can write x. So the same formula you can use, that is sigma fx by sigma f or sigma m by sigma f, both are same. Then 2500 is the found answer, that is the fm, then divided by 10 is the sigma f. Then you will be getting 250 as the answer. So it's the solution for the question using direct method. So next is the shortcut method, or is known as assumed mean method. So first step is to be found that the mid value, as you know that that is the both limits, that is L1 plus L2 divided by 2. So it's the mid value. So you will be getting the 50, 150, 250, 350, 450, and frequency will be given in the question as to 1. The previous same question is there. So sigma f is equal to 10 is the total. Then here you have to find a d. So d is x minus a, you know that. So here you have to find I had told you, you just write instead of m, you can write x also. So it's more easy to find. So as you know how we had converted the x, we had made it into mid value. So we can take a from, that is assumed mean from this mid value. So here we had selected 250 as a, and you will be finding the d column. So d is equal to x minus a or m minus a. So it's a is 250. So first 50 minus 250 is minus 200. 150 minus 250 is minus 100. And 250 minus 250 is 0. And 350 minus 250 is 100. And 450 minus 250 is 200. Next column you need is fd. So you will be multiplying these two. That is 2 into minus 200 is minus 400. 1 into minus 100 is minus 100. And 3 into 0 is 0. And 3 into 100 is 300. And 1 into 200 is 200. And you can see by adding, first you have to add next you have to do, first you have to add the minus signs together and plus signs together and subtract. So minus signs together, you will be adding 400 plus 100, you will be getting minus 500. Next here 300 plus 200, you will be getting 500. By subtracting these two, you will be getting 0. So sigma fd is equal to 0. So here fd, find fd. Next step we had find fd, and you had found this step also, sigma fd and sigma f. And now next step you can apply the formula. This formula is same as the discrete series formula, that is a plus sigma fd divided by sigma f. So 250 plus 0 divided by 10 is the calculation. So 250 plus 0 divided by 10 is 0, and 250 plus 0 is equal to 250 is the answer. I think hope you understood the formula. Next method in continuous series is step deviation method. First you have to find the mid value, that is m. So you already know the mid value as you had the same question in the previous that is discrete series has been taken. So you have to found already. Next you had to find d also x minus a, that also you had found. Next, you have to find d dash. D dash, how will you find d dash? D dash is d divided by c, or x minus a by c. So common difference here you can see 0 minus 100. What is the class interval difference? That is common difference. So c equal to 100. So that is the c. Common difference is c. So here you will be finding d divided by c, that is d dash. So minus 200 divided by c, that is 100 to 100, you will be getting minus 2. Then minus 100 by 100, you will get minus 1, then 0, then 1, 2. Here next column you will be multiplying f into d dash, that you will be getting 2 into minus 2, you will be getting minus 4, 1 into minus 1, you will be getting minus 1, and 3 into 0, you will be getting 0. Next 3 into 1, you will be getting 3. Then 1 into 2, you will be getting 2. So first you will be adding minus terms, and then you will be adding plus terms, then you will be subtracting. So adding minus terms, you will be getting minus 5, and plus terms you will be getting 5, you will be getting 0 as the answer. So you assume the mean, you know that 250. 250 plus 0 divided by 100 is the 100 into 100 is the formula substitution, and you will be getting the value as 250 alone. So here by division you will be getting 0 as the answer. 0 divided by 10 is 0, and then into 100 the same is 0 into 100 0, then 250 into 250 plus 0 is equal to 250. So you know that as the same question, in the same question with a different method, the same answer will be getting. So the answer is 250. Hope you understood. Thank you, students. I think that you understood what I taught you today. Today we had studied about mean. Next class we will be studying about median using the same three series, that is individual series, discrete series and a continuous series. Thank you, students.